Hello everyone, Rimea here, and welcome to my playthrough of another Halloween special. So this is a mod that I have created and that released yesterday, and it is kind of I guess it's a Halloween special, even though it's as far away from Halloween as possible, or at least it was yesterday when the mod released, which I guess is kind of unofficially called Halfoween, or Halfoween if you want to be American about it. So yeah, this is a mod I kind of created. It started as a joke, but now it's actually turned into maybe the most complete one-world hack that's ever been released for nsmbu. Maybe even the most complete hack that's been released for nsmbu yet. Though Deserter probably deserves that title more so, even though this mod does have like a few extra things that Deserter didn't have. Deserter is obviously like a bigger mod with more variation, that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I designed most of the levels in this mod, and Nintendo also helped out with one level and also did most of the music for this mod. So for example, that cool title theme, which was from Wario Land 4, I think, and also this funky Luigi's Mansion remix, were all done by him. And I think I only made one remix in this entire mod. But yeah, so usually in these kinds of playthroughs, I would just like skip the opening cutscene, but we actually figured out a way to kind of just skip it already with like the custom data stuff, which doesn't actually involve any custom code at all. As you can see, we also removed all of the Koopa ships, which is why we just have Ludwig, so he sounds a little bit more like Lemmy. I wonder why. His lighting is also a little bit messed up, but who cares anyways. But yeah, so we just kind of had that little loading screen there instead of the opening cutscene, which makes it a little bit less weird how you don't see Peach getting captured or anything, because we're not going to go save Peach in this mod. We're just going to defeat Ludwig there, because this is only a one world mod. Yeah, also some cool custom world map textures and some lighting as well. But yeah, let's get started. So Haunted Plains -1 Spooky Path. So like I said, this mod kind of started out as a joke mod. Also, Jacket Goombas, those are cool, done by Nintendo. Yeah, it kind of started off as a joke mod. So I just like made this level in I think about 2 or maybe 3 hours if I'm generous with my timing there. So therefore this stage is really quite simple. But later stages might get a little bit more complex, but none of them are really to the level of complexity that my usual stage would be. Also, you can see we have moon coins, just like the other Halloween special did. Because if you didn't realize it yet, this mod is kind of meant to be a sort of joke parody, or more, even maybe more like a sequel or improvement to other Halloween special. It's all in good faith. Like I know the guys who made that mod. In fact, they were originally going to make this mod, but then they kind of both lost interest, or for a couple of different reasons. I didn't really think they were going to make this mod anymore, so I decided to start working on it on April 1st. And that was really the second main coin. So yeah, that's the stage is quite simple. But there are also a lot of references in this entire mod to the other Halloween special, such as that bonus room we just went through. That bonus room kind of resembles one which is also in 1-1 for the other Halloween special, where there's like some invisible stuff going on. So in this case, I think it was a little bit less harsh than the one in the other Halloween special. But yeah, I won't be comparing it too much, so don't worry about that. We also have these cool custom Jacket Goombas, like I already pointed out, and made by Nintendo. They were originally also made for some different mods, but that mod has also since like been discontinued, kind of. So he thought it was a good idea to use it in this mod, and I agree. We also have some cool custom PA zeros, which are the main tile set with the question block and the break block in this mod. Like the kind of weird orange purple version of all those things. And I think that kind of adds to the atmosphere, as does the custom music, which is also done by Nintendo, and there's also like custom pipes and stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of little custom things here and there, which kind of all make this mod feel quite complete, despite it having kind of been rushed, at least on the level side. But hey, I'm still quite happy with the way it turned out, really. Oh wait, we just skipped the bonus room, let's go back for that. Yeah, I made most of this mod, so it's not like this is going to be a blind playthrough by any means. So if you're looking for that, there's probably going to be other people as well playing this mod. I'm not sure though. I imagine that for a lot of the bigger YouTubers, the joke is going to be kind of lost on them, so they might not be as interested in the Halloween special. Like in the beginning of May or end of April or whenever they would do a playthrough. Oh well. So yeah, I purposely I purposely released this mod as far away from Halloween as possible, just kind of as a part of the joke. because the 30th of April, which is when this mod released, which is yesterday, it's also as far away from Halloween as you can get, aka Halfoween, which is what some people call it. Yeah, that's enough rambling about the development of this mod. Let's actually talk about, you know, the levels and stuff. So that first level is quite simple and small. This one's a little bit more complicated. There's some cooler stuff. Also, you can see we did some cool custom retextures, like the piranha plants in this mod are purple. That's quite nice. Yeah. So a lot of these levels do kind of feel similar because they tend to use all kind of the same-ish tile sets and like backgrounds and stuff. Oh yeah, so if you go in this pipe, you get launched to the right, which is the intended route. There's obviously people who are maybe looking a bit better. You can see that there's also a pipe down here, and that launches you up into this little bonus room. So there is going to be times, kind of if you remember from my deserted playthrough, where some stuff like disappeared, like specifically the bone goombas sometimes disappeared. Apparently that only happens when Jet Nintendo does a model import for a mod, and then sometimes for my CMU or my ROM or something. I don't know. I already tried to fix it. I couldn't. But like some stuff disappears. And yeah, so you might have like I think towards the end of this level there's a section where there's like a moon coin, but you can't actually see it. That's only from me though. I haven't seen anyone else have this problem, so don't worry about that. I think if I do this, yeah, there we go, some coins spew out. The coin spawn that kind of became my favorite little thing over the course of making this mod. Also, that's a very simple moon coin, and as you can see, there's nothing in there. But if I jump there, you can see it still made the same kind of noise and effect and stuff as collecting a moon coin or a star coin would, because there is a moon coin right there. And that, once again, I should reiterate, that problem is only something I have encountered, nobody else has. So don't worry about it. This stage has kind of been about pipes and piranha plants and that kind of stuff. We have some kind of, like, I guess, evolving of that mechanic with the moving pipes now, and also some like big piranha plants. There's also a secret exit because there is a secret stage, which doesn't really lead anywhere, but it's still there. So I guess we should probably get that first. And I think there's also another example of a moon coin or star coin, whatever you want to call it, disappearing up here. Yeah, so there's actually a moon coin right there, but I can't see it. Luckily I made the mod, so it doesn't really matter for me. And that shouldn't happen for anyone else. But yeah, that was the secret exit. Should we get the normal exit first and then do the secret stage? Probably, yeah. Okay, I guess I'll do that. Yeah, so this doesn't really lead anywhere. Also, there's nice rainbow question mark bridges. I don't know. I just made them black because I thought rainbows wouldn't really fit with this theme. But, yeah. Oh yeah, this cutscene has also become very, empty. I'm not sure what's happening. It's kind of zoomed in on Peach's castle, and there's Peach scream. Maybe Peach is angry that he's off fighting Ludwig in this amazing holiday called Halfoween. You know, he should be at home. I don't know. you can come up with all sorts of fan fictions about what exactly is going on in this mod. Honestly, for most small niche mods or small mods in general, it doesn't really matter the story. So yeah, I'm sure for some of the bigger mods that might be coming, there will be more done to actually make the story kind of make sense. But yeah, for this I don't really care. I guess I'll just kind of rush through this, and we should already be pretty close back to where we went off with the secret exit. Oh yeah, I hadn't pointed out yet, but there's also a Ludwig midway. We tried making the goal pole have like the Ludwig emblem as well, but like for some reason when we replaced the texture of the goal pole, it turned the castle invisible. Like the castle of each goal pole at the end, it made those invisible. So we just reverted that change. So that section right there might be a little bit too tough, but honestly, who cares? As you can see, there's also some custom GUI up at the top left where you can see moon coin symbols instead of the star coin symbols, and that also permeates throughout the entire rest of the mod. So every single text that said star coin now says moon coin, every single image that was once of a star coin is now of a moon coin. So yeah, originally we would have liked to make that flag right there Ludwig, but we sadly couldn't. Okay, so we now got both the normal and the secret exit. So we should probably go play that secret stage first before going onto the tower. Alright. This is quite an interesting stage. I quite like the vibe of it. And it also has some cool custom stuff, once again. Spring Block Bog, which for some reason has the snow. Okay, I'm not actually sure why it has the snow loading screen. I might want to actually fix that before release, because I'm still playing this on the beta version. If you hadn't realized, I hadn't told you yet. But yeah, I'll probably fix that before release then. So don't worry, you won't get a snow loading screen. I guess it's probably because a lot of this mod was kind of like taken from Mario 6 Christmas, because that was my previous One World mod, which also had a bunch of custom stuff. So yeah. So this is the only piece of music I actually made for this mod. You might have also heard it in a stage showcase of mine like a year ago. It's kind of like a wacky underground theme. It sounds alright, not too great, but at least it's different, I guess, a little bit at least. But yeah, so about this stage, as you can see, I just killed some like ninja vampire looking Hucket crabs. They're kind of interesting. And then there's also these spring blocks, which are obviously just retextured note blocks. Which are purple because, you know, Halloween or whatever. This stage also has the underwater effect filter, which gives it these like cool shafts of, I guess, moonlight, and also the bubbles, which will fit with the underwater theme, or well, the like beach kind of theme. So I'm quite a big fan of that. This stage itself is also kind of in reference to 1-2 from Other U, which had the note blocks and also had like water and that kind of stuff. And there's some more stages which are kind of in reference to Other U in like slight ways. Yeah, there's really not too much else to say about this level. It's just a lot of spring blocks and Hucket crabs. This start going is a little bit tough, maybe. Let's see if I can get it without getting hit. Yeah, there's just basically a bunch of fish bones down here. And you have to make sure you don't get hit by them. That works. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, I spoke too soon. At least I'm not dead. Hello, Mr. Hucket crab. Oh. Alright, well, I was gonna say, there is a lot of P-switches in this mod, which I only realized while doing some, like, replaying the mod a little bit for testing. I don't really know why is there some... Okay, cool. Let's do that again. Springbok Bog, come on, it's not a hard level. My mods tend to be perceived as quite hard, like especially Mario 6 Christmas, which was never really meant to be all that hard. It was apparently really tough for like people doing let's plays and stuff for it. In hindsight, yeah, I guess it kind of did have a lot of like especially difficult star coins and stuff, which I kind of tried to remedy in this mod. So ironically, this Halloween mod might be easier than my like holiday themed mod. So that's something. But yeah, okay, this time I didn't abruptly die when talking about it. But yeah, there's a lot of P-switches in this mod apparently. Which is just one of the things you like you only really notice after you have all the levels completed. Like, oh yeah, there is like 4 or 5 P-switches in these 8 levels. Kind of weird. So this is kind of like a Super Mario 3-like section. We have to do this, and then you go through this pipe to the left here. Can you please? Okay. You go through this pipe, and then you have to go back up, and you have these invisible question blocks hit. You can just walk over to that pipe now. But if you're paying attention, you can see there's some stuff over here, so you can just kind of go like this. And then in here, you'll encounter the 3rd moon coin, obviously. So up there is where you would end up if you had taken the normal route, but this is how you get the moon coin. I always really like the way the lighting effects in New Troubleshoot looked, especially like look at that lamp and then how that shines onto the pipe. It looks so cool. Really like that kind of stuff. This level in general is probably the prettiest looking level in the mod, and I'm quite happy with it. Alright, that was that level. So there's a secret exit here to make sure that the player doesn't actually get access to World 5, because you know this is only a 1 world mod really. Just include this level for fun, I guess. Yay, Misa stuff. Also, you can see Acorn Place right there, but I didn't really care to change it. No, I don't want to post because I'm playing on nsmbu. Sure. Right, let's head over to the tower, which is maybe my least favorite level in the mod that I made. I don't know. It's kind of just a lot of bruiser and barrels spam. Bruiser, barrels, and these platforms as well. And yeah, it's not amazing design or anything. It's not terrible either. It's just kind of meh. At least the tile set looks kind of cool. Also, pop in, yay! We got some nice pop in going on with those platforms. Not much I could do about it. I didn't care enough to like Like, I'd rather not change my level design just because of those kinds of things. I'd rather just, you know, make the level the way I wanted it, even though it looks a little bit janked that way. Also, there's another moon coin up here, but, like, you should be able to tell that if you're playing the mod yourself, because you will be able to see it. For me, it's, yeah, I just know it because I made the level. So, yeah, this is also, I think this is from Mario Galaxy, this song. It was also used in Newer. But I actually probably prefer this remix that Nintendo made over the one from Newer. I don't know, I just really like the sound of it. And some camera controls, because it wouldn't be a Rimea stage without some camera controls. I think if you get all these coins, you also get a little clapping thing. Oh, hello. You're not really supposed to be here. Go away. Yay, got clapping. And then this also leads to the second star coin. And we're already at the midway because, yes, these stages are all quite short. If you're wondering, no, like Cloudy 2 or whatever else, other mods I'm releasing sooner than later, won't have such short or simple levels. They'll in fact be quite complicated usually. Like I said, I just kind of rushed this mod. And it was originally not even really meant to be serious. But yeah. So yeah, there's not really much I can say about this level because it's basically just a bunch of bruises and barrels and those platforms. Yeah, I think we're already almost at the end, yeah. So with Vehicle Suit, it's very easily done. Also, there's a little bit of like a sort of semi-accidental Kaizo block there where you'd hit your head if you weren't paying attention. But that also fits because it's, you know, it's you know, the classic power-up before you face the boss fight. Even though in this case the boss fight is just your good old stand-up Boom Boom, who is still as easy as ever. But oh well. Hello Boom Boom and Kamek. So I think this is the World 5 version of Boom Boom because it's the hardest one that doesn't have wings for some reason. But hard. No, actually, no, because the World 5 one would be big. I think this is like the World 2 or 3, I guess, version of Boom Boom. I don't remember. Also, we've got some custom music once again. I think that's from Luigi's Mansion right there. But the boss fight was short enough to where you could barely even hear it. And that was half the mod already done. In like a quarter of an hour. Oh well. This next stage is probably my favorite stage in the mod. Yeah, sure. I don't know, it's one of the few stages where I would kind of rather maybe put it in a different mod because it was so well designed. Like I'd rather put it in a mod where I cared more about. But oh well, here we are. The only thing I really don't like about this level is this first star coin because it's just kind of like, oh, there's some coins here. Oh, laser. Oh, we got the moon coin. Okay. So that's really quite simple. But apart from that, there's a lot of like mechanical progression and stuff in this level going on with the platforms, and then you get some fuzzies, and then you get some bigger fuzzies, and then some harder platforms, and then like platforms and fuzzies, and yeah, it's classic mechanical progression. There's also poltergeist items in this level, but it's not like you can really be fooled by them too much because they don't look any different from usual, even though the normal question marks obviously do in this mod. Yeah. Also up here is the next star coin or moon coin. I don't know. I keep like hesitation between saying star coin and moon coin. So yeah, this is kind of a Luigi U like section because there was also a level in Luigi U where you had to freeze the fuzzies. I think someone told me that section was quite tough to pull off, but I don't know. I thought it was quite simple actually. I guess it's all quite subjective. Yeah. Not really much I can say about this level either because it's all just quite simple stuff. Like, sure, this level is well designed, but it's not anything like amazing either. It's just kind of a lot of stuff. Yeah, this is the first time we're combining the fuzzies and the platforms, and then here we have some harder fuzzies. Also, the most obvious moon coin ever, I think. But you know, still not a bad moon coin per se. And here we really start getting a little bit more tough, I think, with these hyper speed fuzzies. And then also combining that with the platform mechanic. And then the final little gauntlet is with these all of these fuzzies and platforms, I guess, or well, just one platform. And that was the level already done. Wow. Yeah, still, despite the level being not that much more complicated than any of the other levels, I think the mechanical progression, also like the the vibe of the level is quite nice. Right, on to Jantinder's level. No, first, I guess we have to go grab Baby Yoshi. Yoshi! Hey, I'm Baby Yoshi. You look like you know where to heat up a little, so I guess I'll follow you. Oh, I think that's also still from Mario 6 Christmas. Hold on, I might want to change that once again. Um, it's a beta build. Don't blame me. So yeah, this stage was kind of designed with Baby Yoshi in mind because you can go like up here and there's like a life. Originally you could go up here with invisible question blocks, but Jensen decided he'd rather make it more like a Baby Yoshi exclusive thing, which that's not too bad of an idea. I think this level was kind of inspired by Shroom Hop Swamp, which is an unused well, it was a level for Newer U which then got cancelled, so I guess unused in a way. So you have some of those bouncy mushrooms and also a bunch of piranha plants and stuff. This Dark Moon is quite interesting. I actually came up with the way this Dark Moon works, so most people are probably going to jump over there right away, but if you go back, well, you can't see it, but there is a moon coin right there. But like, that's only for me, you know, obviously, once again. If you were playing this mod right now, you would be able to see the moon coins. It's just that for some reason my nsmbu or my ROM or both or neither, or I don't know, somehow it doesn't work for my computer. Yeah, once again, not much just really be said about this mod. It's gonna have a tough jump if you have to get some timing right. Also, there's another moon coin down here, like this. Yeah. I think Jonathan says he kind of designed it in a way to where if you like were to grab that moon coin, you kind of have to like keep wall jumping for a while to make sure that dry bones doesn't kill you when it comes up. When you come up back to the top. Kind of interesting design position. And yeah, it's not really much else to be said about this level. I mean, I didn't design it, so yeah. There's some moving mushroom platform right here, which isn't used in the original game. I mean, these bouncy mushrooms in general were unused. And the way that kind of glides over the poison water is because you can't make the stems of the mushrooms move because those are just tiles. So you know you can't have a mushroom stem, so you have to place it really low to hide the fact that it doesn't have one. I guess you can go into pipe cans with Baby Yoshis. Yeah, okay. This bonus room was really the only addition that I made to this level because originally there wasn't any, and like Nintendo kind of expected me to add one, so I did. It's really simple if you have a Baby Yoshi, but without him you have to jump on those big dry bones. I think we've really almost come to the end of this level. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, nothing too complicated, but it works. And I guess we'll be keeping Baby Yoshi for a while. So now heading over to probably the most interesting level in the mod, which is Topple Tunnel. The reason being is because it actually has like a really cool design thing going on. Wait, what? Where'd my Baby Yoshi go? Okay, hold on. Okay, my Baby Yoshi disappeared. Cool. That's very nice of him. Okay, that's another thing I'll probably fix before the final release. Also, there's a moon coin up here that you can't see it because, you know, same bug. I keep repeating this. But, yeah. Okay, rip Baby Yoshi. I'll probably try and fix that before release. But yeah, so the interesting thing about this level is that past the midway, the entire level is going to flip. So if you look at the screen right now, and like in your head, kind of flip the entire stage upside down, and then see Mario playing it. Yeah, this entire level is designed to work both ways. So you have like the Buzzy Beetles, which will be on the ceiling in the flip version of the stage. I think I just placed the swoopers on the same location, but like on the opposite sides because I can't place swoopers on the ground. But yeah, so that's kind of the design difficulty with this level, is that I had to make it playable from both sides, or from both orientations, throughout the entire thing. And I even had to make sure like the second section was harder. So there's like this section right here, with which on like if it's the opposite side, well you'll see later. It's like you have to like make sure you don't fall in the pit up here. Obviously, you know, with the gravity this way, it's a lot easier. Also, I probably shouldn't be killing that. Wait, hold on. I need to get a Can I still get a giant Buzzy Beetle to spawn? I can't. Well, we're not getting the second moon coin then, because you can only get that with a big one. Yeah. So if you take this section, like remember it, And then we're going to get the midway right now. And you can see this is already kind of like a flipped section right here. So if I go up here. So yeah, now everything is flipped upside down. I did just die, so that's why I wasn't big anymore. But yeah, so you have like the same moon coin up there, which we hadn't gotten yet. And now you can't get it at all because you have to throw a shell at it, the big shell to be specific, and you can't get it up there. But yeah, if you remember what I was talking about with the semi-solids and the pit and stuff, like that's where we are right now. I did take the liberty to flip the semi-solids upside down in this section, so they wouldn't be like upside down semi-solids, because that wouldn't really make sense for like actually playing the level, even though it does make sense for, you know, the concept. Yeah, the location of like all of the pumpkins and stuff, and the bushes and the tiles, everything is exactly the same. And also like the location of those buzzy beetles is the same, and now they're on the ceiling instead of on the floor. So buzzy beetles were really the perfect enemy for this stage because they could walk both on the ceiling and the floor. And I think we're already pretty much back at the beginning. So if you remember, that's invisible moon coin from at the beginning. And it's actually also the third moon coin. I'm not sure. Yeah, now it's actually not invisible. Yeah, that's kind of like the interesting thing. It's the first and the third moon coin altogether. Which is a little bit lazy, but it's also quite cool, so might as well. And that was the level already done. So yeah, once again, quite a short level, though it did take ages to make, especially the background tiles. And also like retying the entire stage for the second half to be flipped. That also took a while. But yeah, it's quite a cool concept. Maybe the execution isn't the most interesting thing ever, but I'm still quite happy with it. Also, yeah, I guess we just completely lost our baby Yoshi. Great. Just got, I don't know what happened to it, honestly, it just kind of disappeared. Okay, on to Ludwig's Poison Palace. The reason Ludwig's the boss fight of this mod is because Jerby, who's like probably the main level designer on the other Halloween special, usually has a Ludwig for a profile picture. So it was only fitting that he should be the boss fight for this like kind of parody mod. So I made him that. So this level kind of revolves mostly around brambles and thwomps, and also has some river piranha plants here and there. Also, you can see the river piranha plants are purple, and the legs of the brambles are purple, because why not, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It impresses some people, so might as well. Yeah, this level also has some, like, uses some unused mechanics later on, but in general, you know, using thwomps in your levels, especially your castle levels, is kind of generic. But I tried to still do some interesting things with them here and there. You might be able to see later. This is a very boring bonus room, but I couldn't really think of much else that wasn't like just having some coins and the moon coin and stuff. So I guess it serves. Yeah, you can see the small thwomps didn't break the blocks, but the big thwomps do, obviously. Also, usually that like, thwomp would die down there because, you know, thwomps just kind of go forever, even in poison water. But I placed some invisible tiles down there to make sure it doesn't die, because otherwise it would be a little too not challenging. Alright. Alright, there's this moon coin up here. Let's see if I can get it. It is quite a tough one to get. You should have to jump from. Oh! Oh, I killed. Okay, that was annoying. The plan was to jump on his head so I could get you know, up there, but now I can't. So I can't show you that moon coin. It was quite a cool thing. It had like some camera controls and stuff, but okay, never mind. So here's the unused mechanic I was talking about. These are the bone platforms from the final castle, which Bowser Jr. stomps on, but Nintendo actually programmed them in to also work with thwomps, which is surprising because Nintendo and making sprites compatible with each other, which aren't in the normal game, is quite something you don't see every day. But yeah, those just work with that, and that's really cool. So I decided to kind of base the level, or at least the second half of the level, around that. This bonus room is quite a bit of fun. So, you know, you'll obviously grab all of these blue coins. There's also a little bit of lag going on, I think. And if you go over here, you can see, oh, there's actually a moon coin over there. Some more fun camera control stuff. And we also come out on the other side of the pipe, because why not? Getting out of there is a little bit janky. You have to kind of like duck jump if you're big. Oh well. So this is one of those sections where, you know, in multiplayer it should be maybe a little bit not fun, but you're supposed to kind of run under the thwomps. Then again, even like Luigi U also had some sections which were even worse than that, with thwomps, and which like for multiplayer at least, I mean. So, oh well. And then here, the kind of like the final evolution of the thwomp idea is having them like constantly fall down in this little vertical section. Though I kind of just skipped it. And here we are with the boss fight, who is obviously just Ludwig. I also didn't decide to go for any like kind of semi-janky thing where like I added spikes or like fire bars or something to the boss fight. I just made it the vanilla boss fight. We also got that same Luigi's Mansion boss fight music going on again, which sounds really nice. So why not use it for both boss fights? And also, you know, laziness. And yeah, as with most Koopalings and Boom Boom and stuff, after you've hit them once, you've kind of got on the boss fight. Yeah, that was it. As long as you have a little bit of timing. Oh well. Why didn't I put the boss fight in like an airship or anything like that? Also laziness, you know, I'd have to make a whole new tile set or something, also make like the before boss backgrounds thing. I don't know if this is just a lot easier, a lot simpler. Don't have to deal with multiple areas, that kind of stuff. Also, this little thing, you can kind of notice that he doesn't have any cannons. I guess Ludwig has kind of become a pacifist, at least in Sky Warfare, because yeah, he doesn't have any cannons. Oh well, I think that's just a like a remnant of me doing the model replacement stuff. So you might be wondering, because this is a one world hack, what happens right here when you get to world 2? Well, obviously you get the same little intro cutscene. I can't really get rid of that, sadly. So as you can see, Morton is going to be gone in a second. Yeah, no Morton here, even though you can still kind of hear him, or at least his airship. And then here we have the credits. So these credits were just ripped straight from Mario's Christmas, and then we edited a little bit to make it a little bit more spooky, and like update the credits a little bit to reflect what has changed between Mario's Christmas and this mod. For example, originally levels only said my name, but Nintendo also made a level, and Sierra helped a little bit with the tile sets for, or just the main tile set for this mod, that kind of stuff. Yeah, visual inspiration in this mod was mainly just the other U Halloween special, so I decided to just go at that fully. And yeah, I guess I hope you guys all enjoyed the playthrough. I'm not, if you look at the video, I'm not quite done yet because there's a few more things to showcase, I suppose. So we'll be getting that to that shortly. Yeah, I guess these credits are kind of the best thing you can have for a one world mod like this. You know, not too big, but also you still have some credits at least. Like the Zelda Survivor didn't have any credits at all, but this works. Obviously, you want to credit Nintendo always. I'm not sure if there's any legal thing or anything if you don't do that, but I like doing it regardless. And you for playing, you know, cringe or whatever. And happy Halfoween. Yay. And so here, let's send over here. So yeah, I made like a little timer thing which makes it so Mario starts walking to the left and then the screen fades out and the stage is on. Woohoo! But that still doesn't quite mark the end of this mod. Because I still have, like, I made sure that the mod is like kind of complete in a sense. To where there's no jank or anything at the end at least. Oh, this is terrible. Some weirdo stole all of my candy. And he's so fast. I'll never catch him. Mario, you've got to help me. So yeah, that candy is kind of a reference to it, you know, being Halloween or something. I don't know. And yes, I did in fact include the Nabbit paths. Despite this kind of being the post game. You know, I guess maybe this is like, yeah, I guess you could call it the post game content. I don't know. That was my that was my favorite Halloween candy, and I will never see it again. Oh no. Ah, this is the time to stand around. He was headed for Haunted Plains. Yeah, I changed that as well. Because I'm so epic. I didn't change that text box at all. But yeah, I made sure to change that. And then I even also made sure to change 2-2 and 2-3, I think. Blocked Bog. Yeah, you can see, just, yeah, made sure that this is all, you know. I made sure not to also make the player able to walk out of there, like you might have seen in the credits, for example, because that would still clear the level, and then I would have to do that for the entire, like, game, pretty much. So instead, I just made the player kill themselves. Also, these levels were pretty much the same. I just changed them visually a tiny bit. Yeah, just because. And yeah, we're still not quite done with the mod because we can still go back and catch Nabbit if you're interested in that. Because like I said, I did include Nabbit Though he is like it is a really hard nabbit to catch because he takes like a really efficient route, and also he runs straight through the booze in the level, which the player still kind of has to avoid mostly. So let's see if we can actually catch him or not. I'll grab the acorn just in case. Let's have a look. Alright. Yeah, so there's some sections where you can kind of keep up with him. And Nabbit obviously like runs a little bit slower than the player, which is why you can still catch him. Oh! Yeah, we actually got him. Nice. We caught him. Also, I think at the beginning it says hold Nabbit or something. You got my stuff back, thanks a million, blah 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 blah. And yeah, we got a PA acorn. Anyways, guys, I guess that has really been it for this mod. I've really shown just about everything in it. Yeah, as I already told you, all of the little inconsistencies and stuff that I found during this playthrough will be fixed in the final version because I'm still playing this on a beta version. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, that kind of cliche stuff. And if you really loved it and you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys, and that has been it for this playthrough. Bye.